Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is November 27th, 2014, and today is Thursday. So those of you who are not familiar, today is Thanksgiving in the United States, which means that many of the symbols in the markets actually will be closed today and not operating. So keep that in mind. It's going to be a light trading day today at best. So just it should affect even the Forex markets as well, as most banks in the U.S., or all banks actually in the U.S., are going to be closed today. So keep that in mind. Just looking at the economic calendar today, ECB President Mario Draghi will be speaking later today at 1:30, and then Japanese is going to have a CPI number coming in the middle of the night, and then we're going to have some more numbers coming out of the euro. It may rattle the markets on Monday. What happens over the weekend. Tomorrow is known as Black Friday, and Monday is known as Cyber Monday. Two of the most busiest shopping seasons in the United States, and many of the strategists and analysts look for indications as to the strength of the economy based on how consumers are spending their money over the weekend. So it might be an interesting thing just to keep your eyes open in terms of the news, just to see what's going on in terms of giving you some perspective of what's going to happen next week. Looking at the Euro USD here, we're rallying nicely since the beginning of the week actually. We started out at 123 and we're at 125 here. So a nice little rally for the Euro USD. Again, the upper limits for it is around 25.68, and the lower limits for it is 23.60. So we're inching closer to the upper limits of it, to the upper range, as we spoke before, that it's been trading since November. Predominantly has been trading in a range between 123 and 125, 125 and a half, 125.60ish. So just keep in mind that we are coming to the top of the range here. So depending on what Mario Draghi will be saying today, it may really have an impact on the market and may take the euro a little bit higher today. And considering that U.S. banks are closed, may not affect the USD so much. So just be aware of it. Might want to trade a little bit lighter, but definitely keep awareness of it. Looking at the GBP Japanese yen, as we spoke yesterday. Continued rally in it. As you can see, we're trading even higher at 185.57, and this is a major rally for this, and we're on its dead highs. So like we mentioned earlier, don't beat the tape, don't fight the tape. You got to be trading with the tape, and the tape is telling you that this thing is pretty strong and continuing, and no momentum seems like it's slowing down. So I would say the next pivot point is we're right there at the previous support, now anticipated resistance. So I would say the next anticipated resistance would be somewhere at 195, which is above. So if we do break this 188, 189 level, and certainly if we break the 190 level, we could definitely see it being challenging to the 195. So keep an eye on the GBP Japanese yen, still trading very nicely. Still have a lot of character and a lot of strength. Looking at the GBP USD, you see that it's perking up again. All right, traded in this rotation right here between these two ranges, and then finally breaking above 157, and now trading at 158.23. Still, has a lot to come back from when it, sold off this extreme sell-off from 171. However, this is a big bar up, so maybe this will change things and at least bring us somewhere within the 165 level, somewhere in the middle here, to make up for these lost spots. Now looking at gold, didn't do much yesterday. Really trading in a very tight range here. We traded to, looking at a 4-hour chart, just looking yesterday, we sold off very sharply and then came right back. So I mean, that could have been just of low volume trading. So really nothing to really write home about in gold. Looking at the Dow Jones, very, very, very tricky. As we said, I anticipate this to go to 18,000, which is my my target for the year, but as you can see, it's trading at 17,827. And it's still, just teasing you a little bit, up 12 points, 17 points up in the day. So it's really just a big tease. So, it's hard to trade it. Okay, this is a grind up. Okay, and we've mentioned this before. May sell off after Thanksgiving a little bit and then take up to 18,000 before the new year. Again, that's just my perspective of it, but always can challenge it. Looking at the oil over here, oil is at $72 a barrel, really selling off from 76, and we're testing that low for the year again, and we're just below it because we're before 173. So let's look for a support level. You see, look at this chart. I mean, this is unprecedented for this time of the year. I could see so many people getting hurt here just because they anticipated different lows for it, and buying as it's going against them and really fighting the tape. So we're at 72 here. I would say 70 is the next support level. If we breach that, maybe we'll go down to even 55. Who knows? Okay, it's not a good time to be holding oil in reserves right now because the prices are falling. I think that covers the gamut today. Again, just keep in mind it's going to be a lighter day in trading just because the markets are closed in the U.S. Some of the symbols would be closed in the U.S. and as a result, you should receive a mailer from us sometime today with the proper trading times for the signals. This is Fred Razak at CM Trading. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thanks.